One of the biggest names in tennis is Williams. Twin sisters Serena and Venus Williams have completely taken the game of tennis over ever since they first stepped onto the court back in 1994, when they were only 14 years old. Now, almost 30 years later, Serena Williams says it's enough. Want to find out what drove her to make this decision? Keep on watching to find out. First, let's talk about Serena and Venus Williams' incredible journey as tennis players. Serena and Venus started playing tennis at a very young age, even before they stepped onto the court to play their first game at the incredibly young age of 14. They were taught by their parents, Richard Williams and Oracene Price, the former being the topic for the 2021 film with the same name. The girls set a record by being ranked number 1 and number 2 in the world of women's tennis. The girls were the first siblings to ever occupy the top 2 positions at the exact same time, and it would not be the last time. The girls have been ranked number 1 and 2 many a time. Serena is currently a 23-time Grand Slam winner, while sister Venus has won 7 times. Together, the two sisters have collected more awards than possible to count on both hands. They've made their names known in the very large world of women's tennis, Serena Williams being the unofficial but official most famous woman within the world of women's tennis, with her sister not being too far behind. Serena Williams is also the current holder for the most Grand Slam wins for a female in all of tennis history. Let's talk about the Indian Wells controversy with Serena and Venus. One of the most known tournaments within the world of tennis is the Indian Wells tournament. Aspiring tennis players dream of playing on the field, but it isn't as amazing as it sounds. It surely wasn't for Venus and Serena Williams, who faced disgusting things when they played there in 2001. In 2001, the two were set to play against each other, but Venus pulled out of the match due to an injury. Serena remained in the tournament and a few days after her sister pulled out, would play against Kim Clijsters. While she would end up winning the match, it wouldn't be as happy a day as it should have been. When the sisters arrived with their father and mother, they were booed by the crowd, which would be bad enough if that was all they had to endure. But members of the crowd took it a step further and began to spew racist obscenities in the direction of the players. Serena said in her autobiography that while the whole crowd booed, only a few people shouted slurs at them, but not even one person said it was wrong, let alone multiple people. The two rightfully boycotted Indian Wells all the way to 2015, where they played the tournament again with hopes of a different ending, which she thankfully received as she was cheered by the crowd all the way. Now, let's talk about Serena Williams announcing retirement. Serena Williams had been in a bit of a dry sprout, not winning a game at all in 2021. Her year-long streak of no wins ended when she beat Nuria Parrizas-Diaz, but that would not be the only thing seemingly coming to an end. While Williams never said she was retiring, she did heavily hint that after the US Open, she may not be seen on the tennis court again, not as a player at least. Williams said that she hates the word retirement, and a better word to explain what she was doing was evolving, as in evolving away from the world of tennis. When she just started, there was nothing else in her life as important as her career in tennis, but now, at 40 years old, she has many other things to focus on. Serena had her first child in 2017, and she also started an investment firm, Serena Ventures, back in 2014. She is now not only a businesswoman, but a mother. While she has shown that she is highly capable of juggling all three things, she has decided that, as opposed to splitting up her time between them all, she'd prefer to spend time solely on the things that matter to her the most. Next, let's talk about what Venus Williams has been up to. Serena is not the only Williams sister who has done things other than tennis in her career. Venus Williams is also a businesswoman. 11 by Venus Williams is a lifestyle brand that was founded in 2006. To this day, Venus has kept up her clothing line, regularly adding new pieces of clothing. She is currently the CEO of the company. Venus went against Jill Teichmann at Women's Tennis Association Toronto Singles in Canada. The Switzerland tennis player bested Venus with a 6-2, 6-3 victory. This was Venus's first single game for almost a year. Venus also shared some sisterly love recently. Venus often does question and answer sessions on Instagram for her brand, where fans can comment any questions they'd like, and a select number of lucky fans will get to have their question answered in an Instagram story. One fan asked who Venus had learned the most from, and the pro tennis player responded saying that while she loves to see other players play and learn from other players, it was her younger sister Serena who had taught her the most. It's nice to know that even after years and years of sisterly competition, neither player has taken it personal. Let's talk about the film made about the Williams father. While Venus and Serena Williams had a documentary movie made about them in 2012, their father had not gotten a movie until last year in 2021. One of the driving forces behind Venus and Serena's love and commitment to the sport of tennis is due to their father, Richard Williams, also known as King Richard. He had them practice so frequently and hard that at times people often wondered if he was right in doing so. The film follows Richard Williams, played by Will Smith, as he continues his plan to see the girls be the tennis stars he knew they would be, even before they were born. The film currently has a box office of $39 million, which is $11 less than the budget for the film. Despite the box office being less than the budget, the film went on to be praised by critics, getting a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, and even winning Will Smith multiple awards and an award for the editor editor Pamela Martin, as well as 2 awards for the movie itself. The film also stars Sanaya Sidney and Demi Singleton as the sisters, and John Barenthal as iconic tennis trainer Rick Macchi. Let's talk about Serena Ventures. Serena Williams quoted 2 things as her reasoning for evolving from tennis, one being her newly born child and wanting to expand and maintain her life with her family, the other being her transfer into the world of business. Serena started her investment firm Serena Ventures in 2014. Her company already has a total of 60 other companies invested in her company. Serena discussed her love and fascination for technology, talking about how it even helped when she first met her husband, Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian. She said the first time they met, the first thing they conversed about was investments. 3/4 of the company portfolio founders come from historically underrepresented backgrounds, though it is not a mandatory thing. Serena was inspired to start a business by not just her love of investments, but by the fact that at the time, less than 2% of venture money went to women. She said that it was difficult for her to wrap her mind around the fact that all of the money from investments, over $1 billion, only go to a specific gender. She even went up to Becker, who she heard the fact from, and asked to hear more about the ridiculous statistic. Finally, let's talk about everything else going on in the world of tennis. Serena and Venus Williams may be the biggest names in women's tennis, but they are not the only names. Another name in tennis that has been making headlines is Belarusian star Victoria Azarenka, who currently holds the rank of 20th in all of the world. Azarenka was set to appear at the National Bank Open in Toronto, but ran into some tricky complications when her visa card was rejected. With such little time, Azarenka had no option but to withdraw from the tournament. Obviously, Azarenka was devastated that she would have to withdraw, saying that she very much loved playing in Canada and adored the fans that would have come from all over just to see her play. She took a walk down memory lane, remembering the friends she has made there over the years. Azarenka maintained good sportsmanship and even wished good luck to everybody that was able to play in the tournament, and told everybody to prepare for the match on the 13th of August in Cincinnati. The organizers, Tennis Canada, said that they tried to get the situation under hand as hard as they could, but the processing turnaround time was simply too challenging for it to be done in time. Venus and Serena have proven their place amongst the greats since 2014. While Serena will be evolving into different things, Venus will remain on the court and keep the Williams name alive in the world of tennis. Who do you think will take Serena's place as the highest-ranked female tennis player? Let us know down below.